When the National People's Congress enacted the Basic Law of Hong Kong in 1990, it made the historic decision to allow Hong Kong itself to enact national security laws which suited Hong Kong's own situation. This was a very courageous step on the part of the National People's Congress, because in most places national parliaments enact national security laws rather than regional assemblies. Just last month, on May the 19th, in the United States Congress, a congressman called Scott Perry, who's a member of the Republican Party, actually introduced a resolution into the House of Representatives to authorize President Trump to treat Hong Kong as a separate, independent country. We can see that there are concerted forces at play who are prepared to use all types of violence to weaken Hong Kong, to undermine China, to promote secessionism, and Hong Kong needs the tools that are necessary to resist these type of activities. So the national security law, hopefully, it won't solve everything, but hopefully it will go a long way to protecting Hong Kong and protecting China from these type of wicked activities. Hong Kong, of course, is very important to China. It's an important legal centre, it's an important financial centre, it's an important business centre. A lot of China's foreign direct investment comes through Hong Kong, and Hong Kong has a great deal to contribute in the future to the development of China, particularly in the Greater Bay Area, but also on the One Belt, One Road initiative. And some people want to undermine Hong Kong so it can't live up to its potential and contribute to the success of the country. And of course, there has been a big kickback against this from the business world. I mean, quite clearly the business world doesn't want violence, doesn't want instability. This is why, for example, the major companies such as Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank, such as Standard Chartered Bank, such as Swire Group, such as the Jardine Matheson Group, they are all calling for this law to be enacted because it will restore the type of stability that business wants. It will enable people to be safe again as they go about their lives, and it will create jobs. These countries themselves all do have their own national security laws, such as the United States, which has some 12 national security laws, including terrorism legislation, including the Homeland Security Act, including the Patriot Act, and so on. And they all have substantial agencies which are responsible for enforcing that type of legislation. And these people are very happy to see Hong Kong unable to properly defend itself because that enables them to take advantage of the weaknesses in our legal system in order to exploit the system and to try to undermine China by using hostile forces here in Hong Kong. And apart from that, we retain our independent judiciary, we retain a first-class legal system, we retain an excellent financial system, and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights applies here in Hong Kong, and that guarantees the fundamental rights of Hong Kong people, including such things as the right to a fair trial, the right to association, the right to freedom of opinion, and matters of that sort. And so people can feel assured that their legal rights are being protected and that the incoming law won't affect that situation. Definitely, the rest of China has waited for 23 years for Hong Kong to enact its own national security law. The gap in our legal machinery, which has resulted, has been ruthlessly exploited by anti-China forces, both in Hong Kong and internationally. And the time has come to say that enough